And 3, 3, 2. Hey guys, I think we're live now, and today we're going to talk about 5 steps to instantly Instamagic your Zoom setup. Now, as you can see, if you've been tuning into my stuff lately, you're going to know that this is not how it usually looks. And by popular request, a lot of you have asked me, can I please do that demonstration again, where using just some simple techniques and very little money, or none at all, if you have a few things hanging around your house, then you can instantly Instamagic your Zoom room, and it's easier than you think. So let's get started. My name is Ken Okazaki, and I'm the video marketing guy. I help people to get more leads and sales with video, and today I'm going to do a live demonstration. This is live on Facebook. If you're watching this live, hit hashtag live, type that down below, and if you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay below. Now, in the title, you might have noticed I said if you're stuck in the nose hair zone, actually that's the description. The nose hair zone means when the camera is so low that you can practically see the person's nose hairs. That is not where you want to be. Now, I'm going to do 5 things today. I'm going to demonstrate them live for you on Zoom, so you can see this is real. I'm not doing any fancy setup. There's just some simple, small tweaks, and there's 5 of them that are going to help you to look instantly better on your webcam calls. There's no need for you to look like overweight and pasty skin and silhouette or whatever while you're on Zoom. That is not the point. So let's get started. Number 1, angle. Right now, the camera is a bit low. Now, some people have it way too low, and that's what I call the nose hair zone. That's like hanging around here, and that just straight up sucks. Ideally, you're gonna wanna look at your webcam and measure the distance from the top of the table, this is my table here, from the top of the table to your eyeball, and then take that measurement, and that's exactly where your webcam should be. If you're using a laptop, it's where the little green dot is. If you're using a webcam that's separate, that's it more adjustable. So what I'm gonna do is underneath my laptop, I've got this little sticky thing that you just flip up and it unfolds, and it boosts it up by, I don't know, probably like 8 centimeters or so. And then I angle it down, and in the background here, you're gonna see I've got the lines all symmetric. So what's happening now is my face has just changed shape. Instead of having a big, huge lower jaw and cheeks, now my eyes are more aligned and everything looks a bit more even. Now, the other thing you're gonna see is I've kind of centered myself in my room. So there's a lot of what's called leading lines. You'll see on this side, there's these lines that, let's see if I get this straight. Yeah, these lines, they kind of converge in the middle toward my face and helps people focus on me rather than the stuff around me. So that's step 1. We fix the angle. Now, step number 2 is lighting. Right now, I've got my windows open. There's a lot of natural light going on in here. Now, natural light can be your friend, but I prefer not to use it because depending on the time of day, it can work totally against you. So step 2 is I'm gonna work on actually fixing the light and getting rid of the natural light. Here we go. So this here, let's close this blind. I got one more over here. I'm gonna close this. So now it doesn't actually look that much better because we're not done yet. So I'm gonna kill the ceiling lights. You can see right above, I've got these, the rail lights, and they're actually my favorite kind of lights for getting in my creative zone, but it's not necessarily so good for videography or making your room look awesome. So I'm gonna shut those off, and instead, I'm gonna turn on these 2 lights I have. Now, I'm gonna turn one on over here and one over here. Now, position of the lights, super simple. Take your arm, point it forward. Your arm, the distance from your shoulder to your arm is the distance that your webcam should be to your face. The height is exactly your eye level. Now, where your light should be, the key light, the brightest one, should be 45-degree angles to your right, and then 45-degree angles left. There's another light here. It should be exactly, again, 45 degrees to the left, 45 degrees up. And one should be brighter than the other. Now, this is a little bonus. I've got a little blue light in the back that's gonna create this kind of blue glow on my left side of my face. Helps me to pop a little bit. So that's step number 2. Let's talk about sound. Right now, you are hearing my voice from inside of the laptop. The laptop has a built-in microphone. If you have something like this Then let's hear the difference. Right now I'm speaking, speaking, speaking. This is the laptop sound. I'm gonna switch straight to the what I call the Yeti sound. That's the name of this, the maker of this mic itself, and that is one of my favorites. It's super easy. It's just a USB cable. Pick that up on Amazon. It's about $100 or so. I've seen it for less in some places. And if you can hear a difference in my voice, then it might be worth it for you to get it. Now, if you can't get one of these, pick up just some AirPods or earphones. It's better than what's built into the mic. And according to a lot of people who've been tested, they were shown videos where they're used really high-end cameras and crappy audio, and some use really high-end audio and crappy cameras. And they asked people without telling them what was different. They asked which one of these videos seems more professional. And consistently over and over and over again, the videos that had better audio were perceived to be more professional than the ones that had better video but worse audio. So that's something to keep in mind, is focus on your audio first. Now, there is something else. Now, I've done 3 so far. We've talked about the angle. We talked about sound. We've talked about lighting. Now, let's talk about framing. Right now, I hinted a little bit about this thing called leading lines. You can see around me, I'm centered. I've got, about the same amount of space on one side as the other side. And a lot of people, they go like this. They center their face in the middle of the frame. It's not a good look, guys. What you want to do is stick the flat of your hand on top of your head, and that should be about how much space there is between the top of your head and the top of the frame. And for me, the chin should come just below the center of the frame. That is just some rough guides to help you get started. Now, the very last thing you can do, and right now we're already looking pretty good, but if you have an old DSLR or mirrorless camera around, I'm talking about just like a Canon, a Sony, anything that has a lens that attaches on and off, then you could just plug that in with a USB cable, and let's see the difference. I've got what's called the Sony a5100. It costs like $300. And when I switch the camera to that, then we get a slightly different look. And the main thing people love about this is that the background gets a little bit blurred. It's a thing. It's called a bokeh, and people are sometimes really into that. So guys, that is the 5 steps. Number 1, fix your angle. Get out of the nose hair zone and into the eye level zone. There's a reason why people say we're seeing eye to eye. Let's get on the level. Imagine that you are their friend and you're sitting down across the table from each other at a diner, and you're having a heart-to-heart conversation. That's how you want to have a relationship with the camera and look right into it like your best friend. Number 2, guys, lighting. Get rid of natural light. Get rid of ceiling lights. You just need 3 basic lights. Remember, 45-degree angles right and up, 45-degree angles left and up. Those are the only 2 lights you really need. And if you could get a light shining at you from behind, then that's an extra bonus, not needed, but helps. Number 3, sound. People perceive professional sound to be more professional than professional audio. So if you're going to pick one or the other, work on your sound first. Get either earbuds or a cheap USB mic. Number 4 was framing. Okay, get yourself centered in your video. Off to the edges, these cameras that are really bright, watch what happens. Your face starts getting distorted and starts warping from side to side. Get straight in the middle. That is the best. Have a tiny bit of space above your head. Do not center your face in your frame. Keep it up to the top. And the last one, guys, is the camera. If you have an old DSLR hanging around, you could use that as a webcam and get this nice bokeh blurry effect. Guys, that's it for now. I hope this live was helpful to you. I just gave you a free masterclass, and I don't know why I'm giving so much stuff away free, except to demonstrate I know what the heck I'm talking about. I want you guys to pay attention. I'm trying to help people by giving away a lot of free content, and I have some paid content. Get inside my free group, guys. There's a link down below. It's called Get Leads with Video, because in the end, what I do is I help people to use simple techniques, simple strategies, and frameworks and systems. Everything I do is framework and system oriented so that it's duplicable, it's replicable, it's scalable. It's not something where I say, go get inspired, get yourself fired up like a lion. Nothing wrong with that. I respect that. I do that too. But that's not my style of teaching. My style of teaching is follow these steps, do it consistently, and get these results, period. And that's what I guarantee. So like I just gave you 5 steps to get your room looking awesome. There might be some gaps you need to fill out. Like, hey, does this camera work? Go freaking Google it, okay? Nowadays, there's no excuse for ignorance. You can't get off the hook by saying, I did not know. There's a lot. I gave you the systems. Do these 5 things: the angle, the light, the sound, the camera, the framing. You'll get a look like this, or even better if you tweak the settings of it. And by the way, you might be thinking, hey, can I afford all this? Is this expensive? I'll tell you on the lowdown. Everything here, the lights, the mic, the camera, everything, probably about $900 max. Now, if you have an old camera lying around, it'll be about $300 to $400 max. Ordered on Amazon, it'll come to you. You can get your Zoom room set up really nice and sweet, looking like this or even better. That's it, guys. So if you have not yet, click down below, get inside my free group, getleadswithvideo.com. Click the link, get inside. I'll see you inside. Also, if you have some requests for what kind of content do you want me to talk about next? What answers do you want me to answer to help you? If it's got to do with the video, if it's got to do with getting leads and sales on social media, hit me up. I'm your man. Let's get started. All right, guys, that was it. That was fun. I will see you next time.